conspiracy theories equals 222 in simple gematria. And you multiply that by 6, you get English gematria. And conspiracy theories equal 1332 in English. These are really interesting numbers. Very interesting numbers. And we know that the term conspiracy theories is a very popular mainstream term. So first, the 222 reminds me of the Big Beautiful Bill. Because BBB, right? Big Beautiful Bill. The B is the second letter in the alphabet. BBB. But then the 1332, that really nailed it in my mind. Because 1332 in the book of Mark, you know what verse that is? Mark 13:32, but of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. So 13:32 is conspiracy theories. That makes a lot of sense because when the catching away does happen, be a million conspiracy theories out there about it, right? The words extraterrestrial deception equals 1332, but in Hebrew gematria this time. Now, that's an interesting connection, right? Because it's going to be used, this alien extraterrestrial thing. We know it's going to be used, most likely in the catching away and in the last day scenario. How exactly are they going to use it? We're not really sure, I don't think. But look at the value. Extraterrestrial deception and conspiracy theories equal the same exact thing. In two different types of gematria, but it's still pretty irregular. In Hebrew gematria, extraterrestrial contact equals 1353. Now, that's amazing because I know that number. See, when these numbers pop up, it just rings a bell in my mind because I know what these numbers are. And 1353, maybe some of you guys remember that number. When you take 726, the number for harpazo, the catching away, and add it to its reflection, 627, that's what you get, 1353. And that's the value of extraterrestrial contact. That's pretty crazy, right? But also, that number, if you multiply it once, 1 times 3 times 5 times 3 is 45. And that's all the guys, or not all of them, but that's the value of Enoch. He was raptured. Elijah, he was raptured. Daniel, all about the antichrist and Jacob's trouble. And their names are the value of 45. And Psalms 45 is the royal wedding between Jesus and the church. Genesis 45 is the great deliverance. And Adam equals 45 in Hebrew. And God declares the end from the beginning. Right? So 45 is the square root of 2025. Meaning that 45 times 45 equals 2025. And that's from the number 1353, which is the value of extraterrestrial contact. You see all these dots connect? Very amazing numbers that pop up sometimes, right? And then, of course, if you multiply that number twice, 1 times 3 times 5 times 3 times 1 times 3 times 5 times 3, you get 2025. For 1353, which is the value of extraterrestrial contact in Hebrew gematria. So there's 404 verses in the book of Revelation, and there's 22 chapters in the book of Revelation. Multiply it 22 times 404, you get 4 8s. 8888. And Donald J. Trump equals 3 8s. 888. Interesting connections, considering what the book of Revelation is all about, right? The very end, the wrath of God, and Trump's name. Pretty close there, right? And also considering what the word revelation equals in English gematria. The word revelation equals 726 harpazo in English gematria, just like antichrist equals 726 harpazo, caught up in English gematria, the exact same type of gematria. I mean, that's incredible because the book of Revelation is written from the vantage point of a rapture, right? John is caught up in Revelation chapter 4, and God and the angels show him the last days. And then the word antichrist equaling 726. Well, that's amazing because, when we go up, the antichrist is revealed, comes down, or at least the spirit, because I believe the man of sin has already been revealed. But I just don't think that he's, turned into the antichrist yet. So that's how I think that works. But, see, antichrist, 726 harpazo, caught up. So we go up, the devil comes down. I mean, that's pretty incredible to me. Alternating current, AC, and direct current, DC, are the two fundamental types of electrical current. In DC, the current flows in one direction. While in AC, the current periodically reverses direction. AC is commonly used for power distribution, while DC is often used in electric devices and batteries. I couldn't help but notice that the pattern of AC, alternating current, reminds me of the AC, the Antichrist. Because what does the AC current do? It periodically reverses direction. While the DC current, direct current, only flows one way. Kind of like God. He never changes. There's only one way. I really couldn't help notice also that the band AC/DC, their most famous song of all of them, is a song called Highway to Hell. Would that be the AC current? I think that this is kind of showing us how it really works in real life. Like there's a direct current, right? That'll keep you on a straight path with God. And then there's this AC current, this alternating current that reverses direction from time to time. And I got this revelation a while back, but I think that the thing that was used was the AC, right? Antichrist. And that just happens to be the current that periodically changes from time to time, the alternating current. Trump's big beautiful bill, it says here, will increase the federal deficit by nearly $3.3 trillion over the next decade. So there you go. You got the 33, right? 33rd degree Freemason. And they encode everything in the numbers and in everything. They're all telling you.